Red Bull are currently the best of the rest on the F1 grid, but they are still some way behind newly crowned champions Mercedes. Red Bull are expected by some to bring the fight to Mercedes in 2020, but have been unable to do so. Red Bull driver Max Verstappen has now identified the key areas that his team needs to work on. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Verstappen says Red Bull need change in approach. Verstappen started off by listing Red Bull's biggest shortcomings. There are quite a few things at the moment. First of all, we are always too slow at the beginning of the season, so we need to make sure we have a car that hits the ground running and is a lot more competitive. He then reflected on how they could remedy that. How do you do that? Clearly, we haven't found it, so we need to change our approach. We need to find a different way of working. In terms of operations, we are good. We have really good pit stops. We're good at strategy. I don't think there are a lot of things that go wrong there. Besides that, clearly this year we were lacking in power. There are quite a few things that we have to work on to be able to fight them. He then added how he never considered himself to be in the championship fight, to sum up his words. Yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere in this championship. From my side, I never thought I was in a championship battle. I will finish third overall if I don't keep retiring. In general, that's the place where we belong. If you are 60 points or 10 points behind in third, it doesn't really matter. You're slower. Fast feed. F2 driver Mick Schumacher has stated that he always strived to develop himself as a driver, and he is also very satisfied with his progress, which is why he feels ready for Formula 1. Fellow F2 driver Yuki Tsunoda has revealed that Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko asked him to focus on Formula 1 to reach the 300 kilometers needed to get a super license. Future Renault driver Fernando Alonso has pointed out that he drove a lesser car in the last years of his F1 career, and that now he gets the chance to return in a good car, and that could surprise the fans. He also feels that future teammate Esteban is a very strong driver, as in the junior categories he was even able to beat drivers like Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Pierre Gasly has stated that his team AlphaTauri has ambitious goals, and he's happy to take even more responsibility to make the team as successful as it deserves. Toto Wolff has stated they will never understand exactly what happened in the relationship between Nico and Lewis. He also reiterated that he has always disagreed with the direction that organisers have chosen to race on tracks resembling huge supermarket parking lots. It takes away the factor of driver's skill. That is why he loves races on tracks like Imola and Mugello. Mistakes are punished hard there. He therefore thinks they need to bring back gravel so you can't just fly off the track and then just keep going. Former F1 driver David Coulthard gives Carlos Sainz 6 months at Ferrari. If he's not close to Charles Leclerc's level by then, his stay at Ferrari won't be long. Alfa Romeo team principal Frederic Vasseur has reiterated they are not a Ferrari satellite operation, as they have their own factory and wind tunnel. He also does not want to criticise the Haas model, as everyone has their project, their structure, their constraints. McLaren's Carlos Sainz has stated that he has always had a good relationship with his teammates, including Max Verstappen, although it may not always have seemed that way. Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto has confirmed that their objective is not to bring their junior drivers into F1, but it's to bring them one day into the Scuderia Ferrari. And Haas driver Romain Grosjean accepts that rookies need to have their chance in Formula 1, and that if the team goes for 2 rookies, well, good for them, as he has been here for 10 years blocking a seat. The Red Bull need to change their approach. Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.